Much as I thought I could plan a podcast, that is not going to happen. I do not have the mindset to sit here. Chop up block for block how I'm going to tell you about weight loss and weight gain. Good evening on this December 20th, 2021. The time is 11:16 p.m. And welcome to Early in the AM with Ish. This is the truth. Looking at the truth. Absolutely. The absolute truth. Meeting it face to face and staring at it will disfigure you. From your eye and mind and inward. Like somewhere within the image of who you are, it will repeat repetitively itself till like a twitch, an itch, or a jerk replaces your very solemn heartbeat with itself. Something's changed. You tend to sing to yourself, right? So every so often, innocently. So, ouch. Oh, God, my arm hurts. Oh, my head hurts. What is that? God, my side aches. Okay, let me just lie down. And so it begins. It's a confusion. A confusion between you and a representation of something a little bigger than you. The issue is, what I tend to see what the issue is that what else can confusion be but a need for validation from an entity or group that does not exist, which is very true. You get confused when the party you think you're talking to doesn't exist. It could be a combination of a cartoon you saw. It could be 1% that and 99% of a real group of people. But will you address them in your totality? They can sift through the rubble and find the one false thing, and then that'll be the false everything. What do? How do you coexist in the culture? How do you introduce the cultures together? What about everybody else who's enjoying the black culture but don't know how to be a part of it outside of music? So to take music as the way to be a part of everything, when black people are a whole lot more than their music. Well, I'll tell you this. What many people know, and what very few of you probably don't know, if you want access to the black culture, the authentic black experience, you must learn this from the black woman. Whether it's through friendship or through relationships, not one-night stands, that does not count. From this essence, the mustard seed is planted and will be nurtured properly and thoroughly. From this position of care, one can situation themselves in the mechanism and the functionality of the black cultural experience, which, after the glitz and glam is over, is the strength of the matriarch, especially on those golden spring and summer Sunday mornings. This is the absolute truth. This is the golden part of the black culture, which is very close to the center. It has the glitz and glams you see on the outskirts are not in the center as you see it. The center of the black experience doesn't smell like Gaultier perfume and exist in $1,000 shoes and drives $100,000 vehicles. The black experience resides on orthopedic shoes, Bengay, sweet potatoes, a hint, just a small whiff of a butterscotch candy that's probably has years on it. And there's a heavenly song that comes to her sways and her bit back. There's just something there that is the black experience. And it's as rich in life and culture as the famous person in the world, your famous musician, will go from that $1,000 cologne and a $100,000 car back to that woman within a heartbeat, within a blink, as if it doesn't exist. And he will be this childlike essence that you are craving for in the spotlight, but doesn't exist there. All that is stored in the heart of the matriarch, which isn't a secret, but it's a secret. Because a lot of people in the moment, they don't have that within themselves in the moment. Or they care to protect it from the moment because things of that nature tend to get ripped apart, whether by horses or by the heart itself. And I tend to not want to talk about that because the deeper I get into pain, the deeper the pain defines me, and then the harder it is for me to heal. But I digress. Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing in the line at the grocery store. And I've done this so many times on so many days over the past 2 decades. And further, but more or less recently. And I'm so scared to be idle. I'm so scared to sit still. Because the part of me that used to sit still isn't still anymore. And it's outrunning me astronomically. And I'm trying to find a basis where I can compare it to. So at least I can catch up in some sense. Because this thing runs around me in my subconscious and my conscious at the same time. And I can't be aware of both. So while I'm sitting to catch up with one, I'm getting overrun in the other. Then I go to the one I catch up on, and then the other side gets overrun. It doesn't make sense. So without me chasing orbital definitions or what everyone is doing all over the world, or what they could be thinking or not thinking about me or thinking about themselves, or what they could be doing with the knowledge they know of me and what I could be doing to counteract that knowledge, whether or not it even exists, is too exhausting. And that's why I'm scared to be idle. Because in your idleness, all these things surface quite pleasantly. It's quite sunny. It's a lot of flowers. There's a lot of cool breezes. It's a very gentle aura that invites very good people out. But my bones will turn to dust. Because the stillness is a crash that I just don't have the strength to stop. I think I put a part of me in orbit that probably was already in orbit, but now it's just on abuse. Orbits. You ever walk down the street and find yourself, like you stop yourself in the sweating and in the palpitating heartbeat, you're like, I done forgot what it is to be happy while walking. I used to escape from home when I was younger and find my friends, and we would walk and we would have this energy, not even in the walking, just amongst ourselves, that seemed to power our very legs. And nothing, we weren't tired of anything. As long as we were happy with each other, we could walk for miles. Without a moment, we would wake up and be like 2 miles from our house and couldn't even tell the difference. You wouldn't even have known by our bodies or our sweating that we moved this far. But let me just go and walk down the street. It's like my legs feel like, where's the car? Where's the goddamn car? What are you? Stop! And my legs start pushing me. Get in the car. Get in the car. And it's pushing me back to the car. I'm like, girl, these feet is made for pedals, not for walking. If you want to walk on the treadmill or walk yourself to the car. It's one or the other. Ain't gonna be no matching legs with nature. Not up in this piece. Not in this piece. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. It's some type of nuclear jello I'm on. So it's getting close to Christmas, so happy holidays again. COVID aside, I'm not getting used to COVID, but this is the third Christmas it's ruined. Starting with December 2019, that Christmas was ruined because I was sick then. And then this Christmas, and then now this Christmas, last year's Christmas, and now this Christmas. Ugh. May the church say amen. Amen. You know what I was thinking about? If in this political climate, especially in the Black culture, we love to address our issues. And I be running circles around my answers. I like to put my answers in a position where they just chase themselves in a circle. And then the entry point is usually something on the bariatric end, something where the obesity of the Black culture sits on the side, holding everything down so nothing escapes too much out of the reality of the sector. And it's true. The truth condition of the black experience is always in the obese woman or man or child. It's always there. In the house you go in with the 600-pound, 500-pound on the couch, they can't move. There's an aura there. There's a truth there that exudes the truly in a world of free will and movement. It's the epitome. It's the stuck of the experience. You're stuck. Right? Nothing about the black experience likes to be chained anywhere. They have to be able to come and go as they please. It just is. Anything that reminds me, you trying to hold me down, you trying to hold me back, I got to do me. I got to get out here and make this money. You know what I mean? I'm not stuck, but I'm quite stuck in that experience. There's something about it. It has its hold on me. I'm not there yet where I'm bedridden. But I am at 300 pounds. And at 6 feet tall, that's an issue. I'm at least 75 pounds overweight. 75 pounds overweight. The heart wants what the heart wants. I want this for myself in a way. I want to be this issue so I can act like I'm the lighter version of it. Let me laugh at myself before you do. Before you catch how stupid I can be without pointing it out, showing some type of mercy. It's an illness. There is a hurt. I have a hurt. Something is hurting in my spirit. Very hurt. But it didn't stop running though. Even in the pain, it's still running. It's still going, even though it's certain things, certain carelessnesses are getting caught and chopped off at the limb. I'm still rolling forward. I'm still going. I have to make whatever it is I'm going towards. I have to make it, regardless of what position I make it in and what state I may find it in or myself in. I have to make it. No matter how poor I show up to the party, no matter how tattered my clothes are, or how missing my hair is, or how mugged my smile is, or maybe how dark and dented in my eyes are, maybe even how bent over my back is, how apish it is, how I limp on my left side because of the string energy of this hamstring injury that seems to go from my hip all the way down to the bottom of my feet. I still have to show up. Even if I show up like a black skinhead. A light-skinned skinhead, tattooed up in all black with combat boots, a hoodie on, and black lipstick on my lips. No matter how I show up, no matter who I have to submit just to find my mortal ground, my mortality, I'm going to show up. It is definitely not going to be the Isha that you love, but at least you'll be in love because it's Isha. And that's the God honest truth. All right, love. I'm not going to keep rambling on about various subjects on varialities and stuff that you can't seem to find. Because I'm not even looking forward to be there. Happy holidays to you. May God bless you. May you get the thought of Christmas wrapped up in a bow inside of every single present. And that I mean from the bottom of my heart. Because I push that type of karma around. Because I love it when it comes back to me and it's like either the same, even if it's not tenfold. As long as it's just as much as I gave, I'm happy about it. Take care. Tell them ones you love them while you can. Because everybody seems to have their own issues right beneath the surface that seem to keep our mouths shut, keep us far away from each other. But not this Christmas. At least we have a common enemy in COVID. And we all know who to take our frustrations out on, so we don't take it out on ourselves. God bless you. I love you. See you when I see you. Talk to you later. Thought I could plan a podcast. That is not going to happen. I do not have the mindset to sit here. Chop up block. How I'm going to tell you about weight loss and weight gain.